Hello everyone, welcome to Gauti Psycho. The topic of our today's video is not a simple topic, so we'll recommend you all watch the video till end. This video is not for those who just blindly believe on the things and don't want to think and accept the reality. This is for those curious beings who want to use their brain to understand the things and ask the questions like why and how, because at least we can try to find answers together. This is a very sensitive topic, and the things I discussed here are totally my point of views. And please try to watch till the end, then only you can get the whole idea of this topic. When we heard the word God first time in our life, when our parents told, correct? Similarly, we heard other things, but there is difference. Can you find? They are unable to answer our most simple question, which is where is God? For other things like mother, father, cow, oxygen, trees, all other things which we heard from them, we are sure where we can find them. But why not God? Does that mean there is no anything like God in our world? Actually, it's not that simple. To understand God, we must start understanding it from the beginning of our childhood. When we heard it first time, we heard like God will protect us. He is watching us. He is everywhere. We must worship God to get profit in our work, to get rid of our distress, or we call it as dukkha. But how we believe that? To prove all those things, we have huge example having evidences to prove those examples are true. And the final weapon, that is scientific words, scientific concepts used to prove those evidences. Here is an example. To prove God is real, we have stories of Ram and Krishna. To prove those stories are real, we have evidences like Ram Setu, remains of Dwarka underwater, and many more evidences. Also, we have scientific explanations of the weapons used by them in war. Like in an arrow, they fitted sensors to track the correct path. It consists of detonators which will explode when hit to the target. In Pushpak Viman, very high level technology was used, which travels at the speed of imagination. We call it Man, which is higher than the speed of light. Like that, we have many scientific explanations for those stories. Then, why we are discussing this topic? By above all, it's clear that God exists, and this is the end of our imagination, and we stop thinking beyond that. But this is not the total picture. Nearly 90% of people not aware of those scientific terms. But those words looks more promising and believable, so they easily believe on them. If I am aware of those terms, then I can easily say that there is no any sensor ever made which is that much accurate to attack a target which is miles away. There is no any bomb or technology ever made which can destroy whole world, like we heard Brahmastra and third eye of Shiva. No one can travel with the speed more than speed of light. It's against the law of universe which made by humans obviously. Wait, don't just start panicking and try to abuse me with your 500 IQ questions. Just wait and try to understand what I want to say. There are two ways to deny above facts. First is philosophical way. In that we say science is not yet developed to understand those things. God is very great than science. As we are not able to answer where is God, so we came with a new theory, that is God lives in higher dimensions. And the funny part is that higher dimension term came in science at the time of doing research on M theory of quantum mechanics. It's not possible for humans to imagine dimension higher than 4. So it's a good thing to prove the existence of God, as no one is able to imagine, so no one will question on this. It's also in trending that try to connect scientific terms with terms mentioned in God's scriptures. According to me, if we can't prove anything with science, with experiments, then we can't make the rules for those and don't accept it as fact. So according to this, there is nothing like God. Because of science only we see the today's world. No any God help us to make this world as like we have today. And here is my favorite one. As you can see, we made buildings, cars and everything. So our body and nature is also like a complicated machine. Then there must be a creator who done this. This we call if and then type of assumptions in science, and science won't accept those. If I say we are able to live here in earth, then we must also be able to live on moon. You will say it's foolish. There is no oxygen there, correct? You are saying this because you know what oxygen is, what are the things we need to live, and you also know there is no oxygen there in moon. But in God's example, did you know anything about God? Anyone watched God while creating humans? No. Then how you can give examples of human? To create human, nature takes millions of years. It's not a single day process. Now don't get confused with nature. It's not a single thing. It's everything we see around us. It's a chain. Due to one event, other events occur, and in this chain, everything is created. Now, second thing to prove the above things false is God faiths. As mentioned in scriptures, if you talk bad about God, then it's not good for you. God will give you punishment. You should respect God. You should obey God's scriptures, all the rules mentioned without asking a single question. If you not believe in God, then you are immature, small kid, stupid and arrogant. If you ask any question, then they will say you are very small, don't know everything. If someone asks genuine question, then no one will answer it properly. Instead, they just twist the question and use religion and scientific words whose meanings they also don't know, like Atma, dimension, time travel, teleportation. We are kid to understand God. God is unexplainable, like that. The people I am mentioning above are those who think they know the God. Then I have a simple question. Why do we need to prove God is real or not? Human mind is so emotional. What we see around, what we hear from our ancestors, we just believe on that. We are programmed like this by nature. So we can acquire skills of our ancestors which they get in their life, so that this will be useful for us to survive. With such life-saving skills, stupid faiths also transferred from them to us. As many years back, science is not that developed, so humans just assume the things and make stories about it. And we are saying science is not yet developed to understand the God. If science not developed, then contribute in the field of science instead of just making myths, stories and nonsense beliefs. Now I think you people started assuming that I am against God and talking about science and science only. This is human mind. In few minutes we judge the things. Then there is also an interesting question. Do we need to believe in God even though there are no proofs? And I will say yes. But in some situations, we must have a fear of someone who stops us from doing bad things, things which are not good for society. If we believe in God and believe He is always watching us, and we will be punished to all our bad behavior, bad word, then we will not do that and think twice before doing so. Mantra chanting is a very good way to relax. Just forget all the tension, responsibilities, and just focus on chanting. It will definitely make us more energetic and happy. Even we know scientifically there is nothing like God, but the books, scriptures are written to prove the existence of God by humans are very great. The moral values are very high, and we must take those lessons from this. How we should behave, what is the behavior of ideal human is demonstrated by the heroes of those stories. This is my thoughts on the God. If you like this video, then please share with your friends, subscribe to your channel, and we'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.